Hello, welcome to another Fighting Fantasy Friday. Yeah, in this we're going to be playing Forest of Doom, so I'm going to quickly fire this up. Hopefully it'll work. A few technical problems already. It looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah, so we're loading this up. Yeah. Move the mic. Maybe turn it down a wee bit. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Of course, it's now buggered off from my screen, which is handy. Have a little look at this first. We don't get to see this again, I don't believe. Just so you know, this is the standalone version of this, rather than the Fighting Fantasy Classics where you sort of get that and buy sort of downloads. I've had this for a while. I was going to do Citadel Chaos, but now I realised I already had this in my collection, so I thought I might as well do this. It's one of my favourite Fighting Fantasy games, so I thought we'd have a look at this. And how far we're going to get. Oh yeah, cool, I think that's it. Play? Look at that, that's great. Restart the book, because I have played this version of the game before. So, it's just all the... adventurer, not a hardcore hero. Oh, strong difficulty. Okay. All your stamina. Wow. Okay. Next determine skill. Drama skill. That's better. Not bad skill. Luck. Could be better. Take a potion with me. Potion of skill. Strength of fortune. Skill never really goes down for me. Not a lot to worry about. Strength. We should have provisions. There's fortune. I never get enough of my luck. You always have to test your luck and so forth, and I never have anything in games that make it go up, so we're doing that. Tend to do that for most Fighting Fantasy games. Once you're selecting, you may begin. You are an adventurer, a sword for hire, and you have been roaming the northern borderlands of your kingdom. Having always spurned the dullness of village life, you now wander the lands in search of wealth and danger. Despite long walks through rough outdoor life, you are content with your unknown destiny. The world holds no fears for you as you are a skillful warrior, well practiced in the art of slaying evil men and beasts with your trusty sword. Not once during the last 10 days since entering the northern borderlands have you set eyes upon another person. This does not worry you at all, as you are happy with your own company and enjoy the slow sunny days hunting, eating and sleeping. It is evening, and having feasted upon a dinner of rabbit, spit roasted on an open fire, you settle down for sleep beneath your sheepskin blanket. There is a full moon, and light sparkles on the blade of your broadsword, skewered into the ground by your side. You gaze on it, wondering when you next have to wipe the blood of some vile creature from its sharp edge. These are strange lands, inhabited by weird and loathsome beasts, goblins, trolls, and even dragons. As the flame of your campfire gently dies, you begin to drift asleep, and images of screaming, green-faced trolls flicker through your mind. Suddenly, in the bushes to your left, you hear a loud crack of a twig breaking under a clumsy foot. You leap up and grab your sword from the ground. You stand motionless but alert. Excuse me, ready to pounce your unforeseen adversary. You hear a groan, followed by a dull thud of a body falling from the ground. Is it a trap? Slowly you walk over to the bush where the noise is coming from and carefully pull back the branches. You look down on a little old man with a great bushy beard, his face contorted with pain. You crouch down to remove the iron helmet covering his balding head and notice two crossbow bolts protruding from the stomach of his plump, chainmail-clad torso. Picking him up, you carry him over to the fire and stir the dying embers into life. After covering with a sheepskin blanket, you manage to get the old man to drink a little water. He coughs and moans. He sits up rigid, his eyes fixed ahead, and he starts to shout. "I'll get them! I'll get them! Don't you fear, Gilberan. Big Leg is coming to bring you the hammer. Oh yes, indeed, I am. Oh yes." The dwarf, whose name is presumably to be Big Leg, is obviously delirious from a poison-tipped box lodged into his stomach. Sorry. You watch as he slumps down to the ground, then whispers his name in his ear. His eyes stare unblinkingly at you, and he begins. He starts to shout, "Ambush! Look, ambush! Ah, the hammer! Take the hammer to Gilberan! Save the dwarfs!" His eyes half close, and the pain seems to ease a little as the delirium subsides. He speaks to you again in a low whisper. "Help us, friend. Take the hammer to Gillibrand. Only the hammer will unite our people against the trolls. We were on our way to Darkwood in search of the hammer, ambushed by the little people. Others killed. The map in my pouch will take you to the home of Yastromo, the master mage of these parts. He has great magic for sale to protect you against the creatures of Darkwood. Take my gold. I beg you, find the hammer and take it to Gillibrand of my lord of Stonebridge. You will be rewarded." Big Leg opens his mouth to start another sentence, but nothing comes out except the last dying breath. You sit down and ponder Big Leg's words. Who is Gillibrand? Who is Yastromo? What is all this fuss about the dwarvish hammer? You reach into the still body of Big Leg and remove a pouch from the leather belt around his waist. Inside you find 30 gold pieces and a map. Sweet, making profit already. Jingling the coins in your hands, you think of the possible rewards that may await you for returning the hammer to the village of the dwarves. You decide to find the hammer in the forest. It has been a few weeks since your last battle, and what is more, you are likely to be paid for this one. With your mind made up, you settle down to sleep, having taken back the sheepskin blanket from poor Big Leg. In the morning, you bury the old dwarf and gather up your possessions and examine the map. Looking up the sun, you find your bearings. Whistling merrily, you head off south at a good pace, eager to meet this man Yastromo and see what he has to offer. Now turn over. Your walk to Yastromo's takes a little over half a day, and you arrive at his stone tower. Dirty and hungry. As the tower is set back from the edges of Darkwood, some 50 metres from the path you have been following, it is difficult to find. You finally walk up to a huge oak door, somewhat relieved to find it does exist and that Big Leg has not been speaking wildly in his delirium. A large brass bell and gong hangs from the stone archway. As you enter the bell, a shiver runs down your spine and you realise that the loud bong invades deep silence, which you have not noticed before. There are no sounds of birds or animals to be heard. You wait anxiously at the door and hear slow footsteps descending the stairs from above the tower. A small wooden slot in the door slides open and two eyes appear and examine you. "Well, who are you?" demands a grumpy voice in the hole. You answer that you are an adventurer in search of the master mage Yastromo, intending to purchase magical items from him to combat the creatures of Darkwood Forest. "Oh, well, in that case, if you're interested in buying some of my merchandise, you'd better come in. You'd better come up. I am Yastromo." He turns and slowly climbs the stairs. Will you? Well, that's pretty obvious. We're going to follow him upstairs. You follow the huffing, puffing old man in his tattered robes up the spiral staircase to a large room at the top of the tower. Shelves, cupboards, and cabinets line the walls, all filled with bottles, jars, weapons, and armour, and all manner of strange artefacts. Yastromo shuffles past the general cluster and slumps down into an old oak chair. He reaches into his top pocket and pulls out a fragile pair of gold-rimmed spectacles, placing them on his nose. He picks up a piece of slate and chalk from a table. An extra chair begins to write frantically. He then hands you the slate. Right, so we got to purchase some stuff here. How much stuff have we got here? Can we go... Okay, we'll read the rest. We'll come back to this in a minute. And... whoop, we've lost... Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Okay, so he tells you that All the instructions for use are written clearly on the labels attached to the items, together with suggested use. He sighs and tells you, unfortunately, the magic in the items only works once, and they're best you can buy for the money. Nostromo asks you the reason for purchasing the items, and you tell him your story and decision to continue the quest of the luckless Big Leg. Ah yes, Nostromo says slowly, rubbing his chin. I have heard the good dwarves of Stonebridge had lost their fabled warhammer. Without it, their king is unable to arouse his people. Their king unable to arouse their people despite the fact the hill trolls threaten his village. Rumour has it that an envious king of another village of dwarves sent an eagle to Stonebridge to steal the hammer, which it managed to do, but as it flew over the Darkwood, it was attacked by deathhawks and the hammer dropped into the forest and was lost. Apparently, 2 forest goblins found the hammer but could not decide who was to keep it. They wrestled it for hours but gave up. Then they discovered the handle unscrewed from the head, and that argument was settled. One kept the head, the other kept the handle. Then they parted, each happy with his new treasure. Who knows if they still have them? I'm so afraid your problems are doubled. I can tell you that the head is made from bronze, and the handle is made from ebony. Both head and handle have the letter G inscribed on them. Your task is not easy. Good luck. You thank your Trosmo and leave by the spiral staircase. But we're going to go back and purchase some stuff. What we got? Potion of healing. Potion of plant control. Potion of stillness. Potion of insect control. Potion of anti-poison. Holy water. Ring of light. Let's go. Boots of leaping, rope of climbing, net of entanglement, armband of strength, glove of missile dexterity, rod of water finding, garlic buds, headband of concentration, fire capsule, nose filters. Okay, going by memory. Great for cooking. Also, yeah, vaguely remember there's a vampire somewhere in this. So on that, vaguely, useful against creatures such as ghouls. Yeah, yes, there was, yeah. So this might be slightly easier for me because I played this a lot, this game. So I'm gonna go through and missile dexterity. Why not? That sounds good. Purple silk glove that helps wear a throw accuracy. Yeah, if I'm going to throw holy water at stuff. Armband strength is increased strength user. Yes. How many could I buy? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what I want to buy. Eventually. Okay, yeah. I want to buy a potion of healing. I'll buy a potion of healing. I can't remember if I should buy a potion of healing. Concentration. No. Do I have any provisions? Does this game give me provisions? Provisions 5. No, okay. Yeah, so I might want the gold later on. I think that'll do. Spiral staircase. Let's just check I'm still recording due to technical errors. Yeah, so if you see me look down here, I'm looking at the recording. Looks okay, doesn't it? Running looks okay. Because it keeps going wrong today. Outside in the bright light, you notice dead quietness again. A narrow path leads northwards from the tall grass surrounding Yaztromo's tower in the dense undergrowth of Darkwood Forest. A few strides, you are surrounded by a dark and tangled forest. I should have got a drink before recording this. Stones are knotted, and knotted roots seem to hide in the shadows, and you can almost believe that you're trying to trip you up. The light fades quickly, and the air becomes moist and unpleasant. Deeper and deeper you go into the gloom. Eventually the path forks either side of a huge tree. You can go east. Crow! The art, I'm going to leave. I was going to do the art in a... I don't know, can we... Like I did before, because the art's... you know, so it's retro look, it's going to look like that, but as much as I love that, I kind of like the coloured in look. It's pretty cool. Oh, I can turn the font down. I don't know if that's... No, because I can barely read as it is. The narrow path continues to cut its way through the tangled forest. Strange animal cries and noises echo through the trees. At last the path widens to approximately 1 metre across. Soon you arrive at a moss-covered wooden signpost, on top of which sits a large crow. The arms of the signpost read north and east. Just as you are deciding which way to continue, you hear words, "Good afternoon." You look in the direction of voice and see the crow looking down at you. "Good afternoon." That's my crow voice, by the way. You reply slowly, feeling a little foolish. The crow speaks again, asking which way you are headed. You reply you are looking for 2 goblins, small, sinewy creatures with brown, scaly skin. "1 gold piece will buy my voice," the crow confidently states confidently. Pay the crow, ignore the crow and go north. Ignore the crow and carry on eastwards. I'm tempted to pay him. It's only a gold coin, we should. We've still got 20. You put the gold piece on top of the signpost as requested by the crow, by which it says, "Go north." You ask the crow why it needs gold pieces, and it replies it needs 30 gold pieces to pay Nostromo to turn it back into a human being. You bid the crow farewell. If you want to go north, yeah, why not? Hello. How trustworthy is a crow that Nostromo turned into a crow? Yeah, alright. We'll go north then. Walking along the path, you hear footsteps and arguing voices ahead of you. If you wish to meet the owners, or you have a hide in the bushes. I'm going to hide. Because as you crouch in the bushes off the path, the voices get louder. 2 pairs of spindly legs and tattered cloth shuttle past you quickly, kicking up dirt and dust. The voices fade away in the distance. You step onto the path again and press northwards. Perhaps I should have fought them. It doesn't seem... They could have been the goblins. To the left of the path, you notice a large hole in the ground with a diameter of some 3 meters. Walking over to the edge of the hole, you see it sloping off into the depths of the earth. Yeah, see what's down there. Might be some treasure. As you descend into the hole, you notice large amounts of slime secreted by some huge creature. Not gold then. If you wish to climb back out the hole and continue walking down the path, if you wish to carry on going down the hole, sod it. Might as well come. Whoa! The slope is steep and you slip in the slime, tumbling over heels down at the bottom into a large earthen cave. You jump to your feet and are alarmed to see a shiny tip of a poison barb on the tail of a huge stingworm coming straight at you. The worm is about 5 meters long and has huge yellow segments. But all you care about is protecting yourself from the barb. Fight. There's no time to scramble out of the hole. I didn't want to do this. Fight. Fight on. Okay. Yeah, come on. Okay. Stamina, so we've got 3 more. Should do. Yeah. Come on. I know why I should lose this. Yeah, excellent. You walk around the lifeless bulk of the worm and examine the contents of its lair. There are several skeletons, perhaps those belonging to other unfortunate adventurers. By the side of them is a leather backpack. Inside the leather backpack you find 4 gold pieces. so I'm 3 up from the crow. A small corked bottle containing colourless liquid. If you wish to drink the contents of the bottle, if you'd rather leave... Can't I take the bottle with me? And go with you. I'm gonna slightly cheat and put a bookmark here. Nope. So I had a bookmark here, and if we die, it's the 5-finger. You look at the bottle in your hand and quickly gulp down the contents. Wait several seconds reaction, but nothing happens. However, when you come to pick up your sword you've put down in order to examine the packback, such confidence runs through your body. Liquid is a potion of weapon skill and adds 1 point to future dice rolls when computing your own attack strength during combat. The effects last for your next 2 combat encounters. Yes. You take the gold, scramble out Earthen Hole, and continue your journey northwards. At least trees begin to thin out, and the shaft sunlight beam down through the gaps inside the path. As the path widens, you see a large cage entrance. Might as well examine it. We examined the last cave. Whoa! Okay, worm, ogre. Slowly you peer into the cave to see the huge shape of an ogre walking slowly over to a wicker cage with a bowl of water in his great hand. He's dressed in animal furs and carries a stone club in his belt. There appears to be a small creature jumping around inside the cage. Is that a goblin? Is that one of the goblins? Pick up a rock and throw it at the ogre. Rush in and attack the ogre with your sword. Now I'm going to be one of these. And as I remember, I think it's this. Yes, we do. Yes, it's why I purchased this. You reach into your backpack and pull out the purple silk glove. It fits snugly onto your hand. I knew there was a reason I purchased this. It's all coming back to me now. You then bend down and pick up a good-sized rock and take aim. You throw the rock with all your might at the ogre and it flies like an arrow to hit him in the side of the head, knocking him unconscious. The creature in the cage jumps around even more than before. Do you take? Close look at the creature in the cave. Search. Search contents cave. Oh, that's the most important thing is creature. Once we've done the creature, we can look around the cave. Inside the cage is a small, sinewy creature with brown, scaly skin. Is jumping around. He is a goblin. Yes, this is what we want. Around his neck hangs a shiny rod with a leather cord. Smooth. I guess we want to unlock the cage, and hopefully, as a reward, he'll give me the thing. Oh no, of course you haven't. You unlock the door and step back, drawing your sword in case the goblin tries to sneak attack you. He picks up a wooden stool and, waving it in the air, kicks the door open and charges you screaming. Fight. Yeah, no worries. I don't think he can even beat me, even if you roll super high. Well, he can actually. Yeah, of course he can. But we've killed him, so we win. You bend down over the lifeless body of the mad goblin, examining the rod round its neck. The rod is made of ebony, and there is a screw thread at one end. You're excited to see the letter G neatly inscribed at the other end, what must be the handle of the dwarvish hammer. You put it in your backpack and gain 1 luck point. Excuse me. Well, we said we were going to search the cave, didn't we? So let us search the cave. There was not much of interest in the cave. A straw bed, some stone jars, table, a chair that was immediately visible. There was a stone shelf above the bed and a small silver botch captures your eye. Is this a trap? I don't know. Put another bookmark here. Because I think this is a trap. I've got a feeling this is a trap. No, yeah, it's a trap. The gas is toxic and your eyes water. You cough and hold your breath whilst running around trying to escape from the cloud which envelops you. Your lungs feel as they are already bursting. You're forced to inhale. Your skill is reduced by 2 and your stamina is Yeah, sod that. What's this? What one was it? Basically? Yeah, okay. Slightly cheating, but what the hell? Going off. I don't want to take the skill hit just yet because we've got a long way to go. Walking along the path, you do not notice a rope noose hidden beneath some fallen leaves ahead of you. Your foot catches in the noose and suddenly you're hauled up in the air by the rope, which is tied to a sprung tree. In a second, you're hanging upside down, suspended by your trapped foot. Test your luck. Am I lucky? Going to be lucky with that yet. And this is why I wanted potion of fortune. If you're lucky, your sword remains in scabbard and you're able to cut yourself free. Turn to page 40. You get to your feet and curse, brushing the dirt from your clothes with your hands. You attempted to wait to discover who set the trap, but decide against it. You turn northwards. Okay, that's the coming up to almost, I reckon, time to call this. I think someone needs to be about half hour. I'll play for another few minutes. You notice a knotted vine hanging down from the ground from a tree to your left. You look up, see a roughly made tree house. That's 274. Add 274. And we're going to climb the vine. See what happens. Oh my goodness. You reach the top of the vine, scrambling a wooden platform. A sheet made from leaves and fern covers the entrance to the small covered living area. As you approach, the sheet is thrown back, and from behind it steps a large, hairy, ape-like creature wearing only an animal hide loincloth. Whoa. He is holding a large bone in his right hand and grunts at you. He is an ape man. We're going to attack him, aren't we? Okay. Fight. What's his? The ape man is very agile. You lose 2 points from your attack. I'm going to lose my bonus, ain't I, that I got? What? Oh, man. What? Okay, I might set back after this. If there's nothing worth it in here, I'm going to set back to my bookmark. Depends what's going on in this. Ah, man. He is taking far too much stamina from me. Ah, man. Excellent. Let's have a look. No, it's a copper bracelet. No, I think this copper bracelet is... twist bracelet on your arm. Your arm feels strong. Press, which adds 1 to future all when computing your own attack, strength, during combat as long as you wear it. You now climb down. Alright. Alright, we got a bracelet of strength. I think I might keep this. We're down a lot on stamina, but we got 12 on there. Do you have 5% provisions? It adds 4, so I might munch one of these now. I don't know. I munch one of these now. I don't know whether I munch one. I might munch one now. Because I think they give you 4, don't they? They just give you 1, 2. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing. Right, the path heads out the trees on a large plain, Tilburg, runs, and further off some low hills. The path splits and goes in 3 directions. I'm going to continue north. Why not? I was on that path anyway. The path cuts through the grass, which is about waist high, and although your visibility is good, you feel uneasy about the creatures which are maybe stalking you on either side. The grass to your left moves and 2 wooden tubes appear, pointing right at you. They are blue plugs belonging to 2 pygmies. 2 darts aim at you. Mofo. We're lucky. Now for the second... What? Definitely using a potion here. Grass up. Now I'm going to leave them. I'm going to continue north. And... Oh. I might go back. I think I've gone wrong. The insects. Turn to running water ahead. I think I've gone wrong. This doesn't ring a bell. I don't remember this bit. So I'm going to go back. I'm just going to go back to, was it 274? 109? So, yeah, so it's this. I should have gone a different direction here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back. 274. We're going to fight the 8-man again, I think. Just so we're onto the same sections where we are from last time. Man, you knocked my dice. It's dice, not mine. And then what we'll do is we'll get back to that branch where I said I went wrong. And yeah. And we'll save it there and call it a video. Put it on. Yeah, so you step over the body of the 8-man, enter his living area. Animal bones and rotten fruit litter the floor. The 8-man's bed is made of moss, lichen, and seems to be crawling with bugs. You shudder and step back out of the platform. You notice a copper bracelet around the 8-man's wrist. Yep. You twist the bracelet in place, feeling a powerful feeling searching your body. Yeah, we read this. Jump down around, continue northwards. So we will save it here at 109. And on that, I think we'll call this video done for this week. So we'll continue with Forest of Doom next week. Hopefully we'll make a bit more progress. We've already done quite well finding one of the pieces. So yeah, till next time guys, please take care.